BMX, the racing of robust bicycles on a dirt track, seems to be the new buzz lately. Dirt bike racing, which is a popular event across Europe, America and other Western countries, is slowly finding its feet in India through pump tracks. A challenging setup which requires athletes to use their body weight to pump forward. Now, while the early birds were the Indian cities of Hyderabad and Pune, the third pump track in Noida, a while away from the Indian capital city of Delhi, is eyeing to fulfill the dreams of many as India steps into new uncharted territories. One of them, an Aussie traveller, has contributed to India's ambitions in the sport. Our next ground report by Anurag Jain and Arun Aditya Aima tells you more.
Passion, ambition, aggression, and the rush of racing. All that in the middle of a dirt track to compete in pump track racing. It isn't the usual bicycle race where cyclists are eyeing to finish first, but a physically extensive event where the racers are required to use their body weight to pump forward. But don't be mistaken to think that physical power is all that is needed. It is the technique of when to pump and when to pedal that matter the most. The balance between skill, technique and physical strength. While the sport is popular in Western countries, India is slowly entering the market. After Indian cities Hyderabad and Pune, India got its third pump track near the capital city, New Delhi. About 43 kilometers away from New Delhi in Greater Noida, Biconic Pump Track is fueling India's ambitions to enter a new territory.
So BMX has a couple of different types of disciplines. This is known as a BMX race event. So BMX race event usually happens on a pump track. There are multiple different types of pump tracks. There are dirt pump tracks, there are asphalt pump tracks. What we have over here is a dirt pump track, and it's India's largest pump track. It's the one that I built. Apart from that, we have a lot of other cool pump tracks around the country. We have one in Pune, we have one in Hyderabad, we have one in Ladakh. And so yeah, this is essentially what you see. What you're seeing here is essentially like what a typical BMX race is like. It's the whole community coming together, all of them cycling together, a lot of them having a lot of camaraderie amongst each other, and just having a good time along with it. Music and just good vibes.
While the track will serve as a platform for India to develop its grassroots system, it is also fueling dreams of other athletes, including that of an Aussie traveller Adam Huff, who considers BMX as more than just a sport. Huff doesn't care about the comfort of hotel rooms. He even prefers sleeping at airports to save cost, something he did during his India trip. A journeyman who wants to live life on his bike.
I sometimes travel the world riding BMX. The racing is not my kind of expression of interest for BMX, but I love anything that has transition, so I'm happy to participate and enjoy the community of pump tracks, skate parks and all the trails and anything that is BMX. So I feel there has team elements, but I feel it's definitely an individual way of doing things. Everyone has their own way of riding bikes. There's many ways, colours and forms to ride a two-wheeled object.
While India's pump track projects are still developing, it is the community that is driving the ambitions of many.
Issue with unique sports is, any sport for that matter requires a fair amount of real estate. So the ecosystem has to be such that it can be sustained, and as an entrepreneur, it should further make you profits as well. So the restaurant was an idea to create the ecosystem around it as a financial system supporting it, because we do not expect a windfall of riders joining us immediately. But if we have the right set of people joining us, parents, friends, one thing leads to the other. Word of the mouth is the best marketing, and if people find it fit, then it can grow. But as answer to your question, it starts as young as you are, because and I've noticed it firsthand now. The kids who are really young, they seem to pick up the sport really well, because the muscle memory is in still nascent stages. They can pick it up well and take it from there.
While India's BMX scene is still in its initial phase, it can serve as a platform for many budding racers to take this up and make a profession out of it. Because pump racing isn't just a hobby or an activity. It is a sport where world champions are crowned. India may still be a long way from getting to the international stage, but any early exposure is the foundation, a training in the dirt track to find diamonds of the future.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. City measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote efforts. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.